For this investigation, we're going to look at what happens to the human body when exposed to icy conditions. In this case, we're looking at what happens if you were having to evacuate a vessel at sea into 2 lifeboats. So this you're going to need 2 plastic jugs, a container of the warm water, 2 of these digital thermometers. Yours may differ in size and design, your tank, and 2 of these plastic containers.
You'll also have in your pack 9 universals with normal lids. You should have 2 universals with holes in the lids. You'll need half a bag of ice, depending on the size of your tank, a jug of water, and some paper towels or blue roll to mop up any spills.
Perfect. So cook along with us with this one and prepare the experiment along with us today. So first job to do is to find ourselves some evacuees from the vessel. Here they are. They're going to represent warm bodies, and for that we're going to first of all then fill up our universals with the warm water. To save time, I'm going to give Heather half a jug of water. This is the warm water you prepared earlier. And we're going to take the universals and quickly over the tank just fill them up to the very top with the warm water provided. I'm going to put those into there. We've kept our water warm in this thermal cup. You could use a flask. It's important to keep that water nice and warm to represent the bodies. Now I'm going to put some of the evacuees, and imagine the situation where the evacuees had to leave in a hurry. Some evacuees are going to be into a lifeboat and going to be launched quite quickly, having no time to fill the lifeboat up. A panic took over. In this situation, they've waited a bit more and there are going to be more people inside this lifeboat. We're going to launch them then into the icy conditions of the sea and see what happens to the individual either by themselves in the lifeboat or nestling amongst other warm bodies. And just relate that to how important it is to conserve body heat in emergency conditions. Heather's doing a good job there, fantastic. So in our one lifeboat, it's packed to the gunnels, and we're going to put our universal with the hole in the centre of there. Excellent.
One more.
Absolutely. That's completely full now, ready to launch. This person evacuated by themselves into the lifeboat. We're going to insert the thermometers now, and the important thing is to allow the learners and yourselves to take a reading at the start. And the important thing is to get the reading for the person in the lifeboat that's full and the starting one of the person by themselves. While that's stabilising, we'll put the ice into our conditions here. It's important to have your lifeboats just nicely on the ice. There we go, and it depends on the size of the tank. We find it in practice best not to try to float the lifeboats because they tend to overturn and capsize. So once you've got them nestled in the ice, I'm going to ask Heather if she'll add some cold water now. This is the cold water going in, just to reenact the icy conditions of the sea. So you've got your starting temperature now of the 2 individuals in different conditions. That's brilliant. That's perfect, and that's going to replicate icy sea conditions before rescuers come to rescue our occupants. So for this now, this can sit, and every 5 minutes, you're going to go and check and take the reading. And by the end of the session, we'll compare how the person in amongst the other warm bodies fares compared to the person by themselves in the icy conditions. So you can put that onto one side and leave that carefully and check back every 5 minutes. We'll ask at the end of the difference in the readings, if there are any.